Welcome to Help to Love Mindful Hacks, your trusted, curated source for self-mastery and self-improvement tips to help you become happier and more productive in your truth, to actually become your higher version of self. Here is your host and happiness and productivity specialist, E.L. Brooks.
How to Achieve Pleasantness. This one is influenced by Shi Heng Yi, who is the headmaster of Europe's Shaolin Temple. He says that there's 8 billion people on the planet and we all have an idea of what we want out of life, but we're unable to easily achieve it. Why is that? Well, he says that our approach to achieve pleasantness is all wrong. Pleasantness is really about two things. One is how do you feel? Two is what are you carrying on your mind? What's weighing heavily on your mind or not? And those two things are upgrading or downgrading the quality of your life in real time. It's safe to say that we all would like our days to be good, even great, and we probably wish that there would be no more bad days. Well, he says that really comes down to what thoughts, emotions, and stories we're walking around with in this lifetime. It's not the events that make us unhappy, it's our interpretation of the events, the thoughts and the stories that we tell ourselves that makes us unhappy. So if you want to get to the real thoughts and feelings, you have to deal with the body. Shi Heng says that thoughts and feelings you can have when you're sedentary. That's why you don't sit around. You must move the body. When the mind doesn't have a task, the default network mode gets activated, and guess what its number one function is? It's the physical aspect of self together merged with the non-physical aspect of self, the thoughts and emotions that give you the full range of possibility to adjust and adapt. And that's how we achieve stability. In martial arts, no matter what the technique is, the first thing they teach you is the proper way to stand. It's about the foundation, the proper way to align your body on the earth. If you cannot stand firmly, you will always be limited in your possibilities. Anything that you try to apply or implement will only be as stable as your foundation. And the same applies to life. Our foundation is our mindset. So what we really want is freedom of the mind. Freedom that allows you to turn off or not listen to what the mind is telling you, those cravings and those urges. But in order to have freedom of the mind, we have to deal with the restrictions of ourselves. So there's a paradox. On one hand, it's about the ability to have free thought, and on the other hand, it's developing the ability to restrict our thoughts. Like the Shaolin Monastery, there are rules and restrictions to master self. Translated to us is we have values and principles that we should live by to master self. The more we pay attention to these values and principles that may seem like restrictions at first, the more they become part of our norm, and thus they no longer feel restrictive. When you master this internal battle, you can now be out in the world and nothing will send you out of balance because you've stopped outsourcing. This is how you master your mind. It's not waiting for the outside world to create the perfect circumstances that create your dream life. It's about you as an individual contributing to your own way to design how this dream world should be. This is how we manifest. We become aware of what's missing and we tap into ways to contribute to bring what's missing into our lives. That's empowerment, and that's pleasantness at its best. So the takeaway is we need to look at what makes us happy, what lights us up, and then pursue that. If it doesn't bring value or joy, then we shouldn't do it. So we need to become aware of our character and our willpower. Both we can work on to a certain extent with discipline, but it's finding a natural fit that allows you to manifest, finding that purpose and gift and cultivating that, which then becomes pleasantness within, not work. Once you do that, you become aware, which allows you to immerse yourself more into this life. You become aware of every moment as you become more refined, and this makes your experience of the days become longer. When you become more refined, you can make immediate adjustments. You can ask why and what. What is taking my mood down this morning? Why am I so unhappy in this moment? What is the poison that has made me upset? And what is in my daily life that is affecting me the most? You ask all these questions until you get to a place where you find the answers. This is where the manifestation takes place. This is where you can make the best of your lifetime in terms of harmony, feeling good inside, which adds little to no stress on your mind. And it's this process that allows you to find your pleasantness and stability. One love. If you liked this video and found it helpful, please share it and make sure you subscribe to the Help to Love channels. Join our Facebook community, and remember, accept what is, let go of what was, and have faith in what will be. And most importantly, stay blessed, not stressed. Hashtag 500 to happiness. Hashtag one of one. And remember, honor your gift and your uniqueness. One love.